Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of the premiere of Bachelor Pad.
It's a brand new show starring the sluttiest, sleaziest, skankiest rejects ever from the Bachelor/Bachelorette. I can't even talk.
So I'm sure they're going to have to hose this place down with industrial strength penicillin
At least after every competition and intimate date. All right, so they can win $250,000. And they can find love, too.
Can they?
And believe me, they're going to be whoring themselves out to get to that money.
All right, so let's talk about the freaks and geeks on this season. So we have Natalie, who was all, I like bears. All bears.
Yes. David, he was antagonizing Juan for pouring out a shot.
You broke the man code.
Exactly. Gwen, who the hell is she? She's actually from season 2. I'm hoping she brought her AARP card.
She's not even the oldest person in the house. That's BS.
She seems like it.
I feel bad for her, though, because she doesn't know anyone.
Weatherman. He's got a tiny... Yeah, he does.
Weatherman.
Love Weatherman.
He's the best.
Wouldn't love to date Weatherman.
No.
Just would love to hang out with him.
Okay. Juan. He had a one-night stand with Nikki.
He needed a place to sleep.
That's so
He is
gross.
the arch nemesis of David as well, but I think they've patched things up since. Krisily. Who is she? Is it Krisily or Krisily?
I think it's Krisily.
All right.
Well, Mr. Weatherman called her Crystal Light.
Oh, Kiptyn. He escaped Jillian. Good for you.
Ashley, she's from Jake's season.
Michelle, she's crazy.
Also from Jake's season.
Craig M. According to Weatherman, he's dangerous.
Jessie, one suit from Allie's season.
Tenley, the baby voice dancer.
She's so annoying.
Can't take it.
Jessie S. The tattletale.
That's right. She was the one who blew the lid off the Canadian girlfriend of Justin.
She was also a little tattler during her season.
Yeah, she was. It's like Cindy Brady. Nikki, the Sandy Bullock of the house.
Sandra Bullock's back in the house.
Wes, the villain country singer. Yeah. Elizabeth, I cannot stand her.
She is the worst.
And I want her off immediately. The blonde hair and black eyebrows. Whore.
She claims that she's dating Jessie, which one is it?
Kovacs.
Yes. There's 3 Jessies.
I think that's news to him. All right. And she was the one who was all like, you can't kiss me until you pick me. Bye.
Are you gonna kiss me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Peyton from Andy's season. Didn't she, break her leg or something?
Something like that. I don't know. And Gia, the lisper with a boyfriend. And she's the one talking smack about other people. They got a connection, whatever. You got a boyfriend. You're not available, chickie. All right. So each week, the competition winner gets a rose, which means they're safe for that week. And they get to choose 3 girls or guys to go on an intimate date.
Wow.
The guys vote out the girls, and the girls vote out the guys.
It's like Real World Road Rules Challenge.
Exactly. There's more ladies, though, because there was more seasons of The Bachelor than there was The Bachelorette. But at some point, I want you to know that we're going to be evening up the teams.
So then Chris Harrison introduced his co-host, Melissa Rycroft.
And by the way, she's got a bun in the oven, but nobody knew it at that point. Probably not even her. All right, so check it out. We're all sleeping in the same room.
Ew.
In bunky beds.
There's more room for activities.
Well, there's apparently not enough room for Natalie to be wearing underwear. They had to totally block it out when she was laying on the bed.
Yeah, so the girls already convened 5 seconds in, and they decided they want Craig out.
Big mistake,
because
ladies.
They don't know him, but he was mean to Weatherman, and they don't like that.
Anybody would have been mean to Weatherman. He's very pick-onable. All right, so it's first competition, and it is a giant twister board.
Oh, ABC. Okay. Well, there was no shortage of inappropriate crotch shots.
Or boob shots.
Not just during this competition, but during the whole show.
When someone was talking, they were just showing, breasts. It was so weird. All right, so apparently Tenley, who thought she had this in the bag because she was a dancer and she could raise her legs above her head and show off her hoo-ha, thought she was going to win. She was like one of the first ones out. Apparently, she doesn't know that this is my left hand and this is my right.
A lot of people seem to have issues with right and left. It's really sad.
Yeah, and during the game, Elizabeth totally called out Craig M.
She was like, we want anyone to win but you.
Wow, that's so cold. So the final four was Jessie the girl, Craig, Juan, and...
Jessie one suit.
Yes. Thank you. All right, so Jessie and Craig were the final two, and they made a little secret deal on the Twisted board,
You have to clarify, Jessie girl and Craig were the final two.
So Jessie and Craig made a little deal and said, all right, if you win, I'll take you, and if you win, you'll take me. So Craig won, because I don't think Jessie girl knew her right from her left either. So he gets to choose 3 ladies or guys. And there's going to be a rose, and one person on the date's going to get the rose. And
they will be safe.
Yes. So Craig, sensing a little hostility towards him from Elizabeth.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. Goes to talk to her. And basically her whole plan is, I'm going to whore myself out for the money, but I'm not going to call it that. All right, so it's hookup time. Craig and Michelle.
Or was it?
I think so. And I've never heard this phrase before.
You haven't?
No.
What?
I've heard boner, but I've never heard, I wonder if they boned.
What? Where have you been?
I don't know. Not in the sex pit.
Okay,
right.
Well, there was a date card for Craig, so he had to pick his 3 ladies
or
to
guys.
go on the date.
Well, he picked the girl, Jessie. He picked Gwen, because he probably thought he'd throw her a bone. And Elizabeth.
I'm going to throw up.
So they're taking a limo to the beach, and Elizabeth was totally whoring up.
I love how she can do that, but then she criticizes other people for doing that.
Oh, she's so disgusting. She's so... Shut up with your big dumb head.
She looks like a caricature.
She looks ridiculous with the black eyebrows and the blonde hair. All right. That's so natural.
Well, most people want the money because they don't think that they're going to find real love in this group of...
skanks.
Hillbillies.
All right. Well, that's an insult to hillbillies.
I'm sorry.
Natalie likes Jessie, and they're hooking up all over the place.
You have to clarify.
Jessie one suit. So it's so obvious, and everybody, is just like, oh yeah, let them hook up. It didn't seem like anybody really cared. So back on the intimate date, they're at the Greek theater, and Craig decides to give Jessie the rose, which means the other 2 schmucks have to go home.
Yep.
Gwen and Elizabeth share a limo ride back to the house.
How romantic.
Yes, and Craig and Jessie the girl enjoy a private concert with Alex Band, who I've never heard of.
I've heard of the song.
Okay. Well, Jessie...
Kovacs.
tells Elizabeth, we're not exclusive.
Yeah.
I want to win the money.
And she was like, but I'm in love with you.
And
she's like...
Yeah. She warns him, if you treat me poorly, bye-bye. The girls will vote you off because the girls are behind me. That is really... And then she was all like... I'm hurt.
She's like blackmailing him straight up.
All right, so Michelle confronts Tenley. Thank God. She traps her in the toilet. And she's all... And Tenley's all like, I'm scared.
She was like, why'd you make up that rumor? And Tenley was like, I just want to get out of here.
Let me out. And then she's all like, oh, we'll get rid of Michelle. Okay, all bad. Our tears are gone. I'm okay now. Natalie and Jessie are hooking up, and Weatherman is
Weatherman's
there.
Like, guys, I'm still in the room.
Poor Weatherman. What he has seen. All right, so Juan is worried that he was an ass. It's a little bit late. Yeah, a little late.
Too late to apologize.
And Krisily, Crystal Light, wants to get rid of the strong guys first, which makes Natalie go run and tell Dave because they're like best biffles in the house.
She's biffles with all the guys.
Exactly. Natalie, yeah, okay. So Elizabeth is still blackmailing Jessie to be nice to her. And finally he wises up and is like,
okay, Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, mistress. May I have another smack, please? Yeah, and he apologizes. Because he wants to stay. He wants to win the money. And she finally realizes, I'm such a bitch. There's no way I can win the money. I might as well just give it to him because I love him. All right, so it's time for the first rose ceremony. My God, it felt like years.
The man and woman with the most votes go home. Blah, blah, blah.
Elizabeth is the stupid bitch.
Why are you lisping?
Because I don't like her.
So...
It's just my way.
Okay.
All right, so the voting took forever.
Seriously? Did we need to spend that much time on the voting?
Juan was a horse's ass. We knew that.
All right. Well, the bottom two girls were Krisily and Michelle.
Michelle, I'm sorry, but you're out. Take your time and
Pack
say
your
goodbye.
knives and go.
Yeah. Guys, it was Jessie, the Kovacs, and Juan, the horse's ass.
Juan, the tribe has spoken. You're out.
That's right. Good choices. Next time, it's the insiders versus the outsiders.
I don't really like that, how, like, a lot of them are already friends.
It's because they've been hooking up
It's
ad
cheap,
infinitum
because
over the years.
Like, it's not fair to everyone else.
It's just a dirty sex trade. I'm sorry. Till next week, much love.